What's going on, everybody? Icarus Next Gen here, bringing you a brand new series. I'm going to be playing Skyrim with the inclusion of mods. And for my first episode today, I'm going to just kind of do a review of all the mods that I'm using. So saying that, I'm going to go ahead and check and see if any of the mods I'm using needs an update, and I'll go ahead and show you the mod itself. And like I said, there are some updates. So I'll go ahead and update those. Those will take a little minute. Well, thought it was gonna take a minute. That one might. Yeah, that one's gonna take a really long time. Hopefully I have enough space to keep the update. But in this sense, yeah, I'm just gonna go through and show the mods that I'm using to give a brief description of each one, and then I'll start the game, of course, with a brand new character so you guys can see this. I am including one modded quest, and I've played through a little bit of it. I haven't played through the entire thing yet because I was like halfway through it and my save corrupted, so I had to restart it. And yeah, so can't wait. I'm pretty excited for this series. It's a series I've been wanting to do for quite some time, before I even started a YouTube channel. And I apologize for this for this screen. I know it's pretty boring, but it gives me a chance to talk. So as of right now, I do plan on prolongating this series. I'm not sure how long it's gonna be. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and start looking at some of the mods that I have. So I have quite a few mods that kind of enhance the game and the characters in the game. For example, hair colors, as you can just see from a brief thing. I have a mod that kind of tweaks how the follower works. I've got a few, appearance mods. I don't have any major armor mods except for one. It kind of replaces the basic armor. Go through them all. So this one, it kind of enhances the base weathers of Skyrim. Yeah, just a brief little weather enhancer. So, and it's not the same thing as like the other weather mods that are on Skyrim. So it's kind of just a small overhaul of the weather. So this one, it kind of just maximizes your kill move chance. So it's kind of pretty much 100% chance that you get a kill move like decapitation or like a sneak attack. Just some little fun thing I had in there because it does make the game pretty fun. Wizard hats, just for like a little appearance for some of the mage characters I've done. It does look pretty cool, and it does make it to where there are some NPCs in the game, especially one that I've noticed since I've installed the mod was Tolfdir of Winterhold. He has one, but I haven't seen anyone else in it so far because I haven't played the game too much with this mod installed. This mod here, just increases the amount of gold you can get. It kind of helps you start in the beginning of the game. The people who've made this mod also made the mod for the maximum kill move chance. They have a series of mods out there that have different tiers of kill move chance and gold. They also have a few other things. This is just pretty self-explanatory. It just adds a few more colors to the Skyrim hair colors mod that I have. Now this mod here allows you to tweak how your follower is. You can give them poses. They'll stay like that until you do a certain action. You can actually give them specific items to wear in battle or when you go into a city. Now I really like this mod because in the vanilla version of Skyrim, you give them an item, say you find a cool thing you want them to wear, and they kind of just, it's a chance they'll put it on if it's better than the gear they have. And they kind of don't really like that because compared to Fallout, because in Fallout you can make them, or especially Fallout 4 anyways, you could definitely give them an item and they will put the item on that you tell them to put on, and I like that. And this mod allows you to do that. And I believe that this update is updating because my screen is frozen. So it's probably on that 100% mark. And awesome, awesome. So now this is another one of that the part of the series I was telling you about that's done the triple gold and maximum kill move. This one, it's kind of a thing to where if you accidentally hit your follower, they won't die, blah blah blah. Now this is a pretty interesting mod here. It just kind of adds a little town that you can actually build. You kind of put towards money, like you kind of, it's almost like the Hearthfire, except you build an entire town, and you can actually get money from the people in the town, like a market, a blacksmith. They will actually, they put in kind of a rent type deal, and you get money from it, and it's pretty cool. There's not really a big quest behind it. You just kind of get the money and you buy the thing and you build it just like Hearthfire. You buy the blueprints for that specific, like a blacksmith or the marketplace or an inn, and you build it very similar to the Hearthfire add-on. So it's just a pretty neat little thing to have, and adds a little new world space, or it adds a new place that's kind of outside of Riften. I'll hopefully be able to show that. Now this is just makes the Dragon Priest mask change, like they change the texture and the way they look in the game. They're pretty neat. Now this is the mod I was talking about, one of the weapon mods that I have. It changes it to where, say for example, you want some Daedric armor, but you don't really like the black and red. You can make it to where it looks like it's made out of steel, or it's made out of Dwemer, like metal. For example here, the picture that you're seeing at the moment is Orcish armor, but it's made in the Elven fashion. So, for a better lack of words, you can make any armor out of any material. For example, you can take Dwarven armor and make it look like it's made out of iron, and it's pretty neat. It's a pretty neat game. It's a pretty neat mod for you people who still like the base vanilla armors but want a little bit of spice to it, because it does change the way some of the armors, or it changes the color of the armors. It doesn't change any of the base stats. So for example, if you make an Orcish armor out of iron, it has the stats of iron armor, but it looks like Orcish armor or Dwarven armor. And it's pretty neat. It just adds a little bit of flavor to the game and to the base armor and weapons. So, and it does give it a cool look to it, I will say, because all the Daedric items, like if you make a steel looking armor out of Daedric, it makes the steel look red, and it looks really cool on certain builds. It's a really neat mod. Hopefully when I post this on YouTube, most likely I'm going to go and put all the links to this, so I can actually give a shout out to these here mod artists. And that's one of them. I also have this thing called a Talos Housecarl armor pack. I did that for one of my character builds. It's just a pretty neat little, like a certain new style of armor. Kind of leans towards the Nordic side. But it looks pretty neat. It's just a little neat armor. You probably won't see it in this game, but it is running. Of course, blood textures. It just makes the blood textures a little bit more enhanced, and it's darker. Beards, it adds in a little bit more beards to the male character. And let's see, katana crafting. This one's neat because it adds in a pretty immersive katana, to where it's not like the Blaze katana. It's a little bit more thicker, but you can make it out of the different materials. Like you can have a dragon bone katana, a steel katana, and it looks like the steel katana looks like it would match the theme of the other steel weapons. Like it has the little engravings on the hilt, and it looks pretty neat. It's a really neat mod. I like it. It adds in a tanto, a wakizashi, a two-handed katana, and a one-handed katana. It's really nice. Now this realistic wildlife behavior makes it to where the animals kind of act more realistic. Like if you walk up on a bear, it's not just going to attack you out of the blue. If you're walking down a road, a wolf's not just going to come up and attack you. They'll kind of wait for you to do something. Now Skyland is just a really huge landscape overhaul. It kind of just enhances some of the textures in the game. Now, is coming is a mod that adds in cloaks to the game. It's pretty neat. You'll probably see some of these, but it adds different cloaks into the game and different hoods that you can use with the cloaks. So it's a pretty neat mod. It adds in a little bit more of immersiveness because you don't really get that many cloaks in Skyrim at all. There's only a few outfits in game that you can actually have a cape on. So I really like that. Uh, Enhanced Night Skyrim, it just kind of enhances the night sky and gives it just a little bit different feel. It's not necessarily immersive, but it's not lore friendly, but at the same time, I mean, it just doesn't really do much. It just adds a different night sky, so it's not really anything that'll ruin the story or ruin the immersiveness. It's just a different look to the sky. So now, dense grass is just an enhancer for the grass throughout Skyrim. I have more world enhancers and light enhancers on this than mostly anything else. Now, this is one of those that adds a higher chance for different kill moves, specifically decapitations. Now, Lush Overhaul is pretty much the same thing as dense grass. It just adds in not only grass, but like it kind of enhances some of the other brush and fauna in the Skyrim. Now, this is just it adds in some other weapons. Now, it adds in quite a few different weapons. It's pretty nice. I've used it a few times. You definitely see this version of it a lot more. You can find them a lot more in the world, so that's nice. Now, this goes with the Seraphim body mod. It kind of changes some of the base mods or the base armors in the game, and it changes it to where it kind of fits the Seraphim body armor or the Seraphim body, which hopefully will go in. Now, these are pretty self-explained. Now, this one, it just revoices the young Khajiit male. This one is just an animation for female characters. This one adds in new monsters for the game. I really like this one. It has a very long list of monsters. I won't go too in depth with that. It just adds in different kind of more, just a little bit different kind of classes of monsters in the game at different levels. Like different types of wolves, different types of bandits, different types of farmer and stuff. So it's pretty neat. It kind of gives you a little bit more to fight in the game. This one's pretty cool. So this mod is it's a lore friendly mod for sure. When you go up and during the game, we can go up to Parthenox and kind of meditate on a word of power. This one, your character, when you meditate, instead of the screen just going black, you actually get down and act like you're kind of praying or meditating when you actually learn the word. So it's pretty cool. I haven't actually got a chance to use it yet, so hopefully in this series you guys will see it. Plan on doing the main storyline and then going into the quest, the modded quest. That's pretty neat. I will say like I said earlier, I've played through it just a tiny bit, and it was absolutely fantastic for a mod. This thing could pass for a whole entire DLC. So moving on, like this said, this just adds in higher kill move chance, like for the kill animation. Now this is a beast. It's absolutely amazing mod. It's a player home mod that's called, I can't pronounce the first word, but I'm just gonna give a little try. Shell Blood Castle. This thing is absolutely insane. I'll definitely show this off soon as possible in the game. Now, Kind's Breath, it's another weapon pack I add that adds a little bit more of the realistic weapons in the game. They make them look more as what you would see in real life around that time. And those are pretty nice. You'll see those. Of course, I have the cheat room. It's in here somewhere. No, the Ashara stuff. These things kind of changes some of the NPCs' faces around to where it makes the models look a little bit better than the vanilla Skyrim. It does it for quest followers, hirings, companion faces, and the house carls. I apologize if you can hear my cat in the background. Like I said, this is a surreal lighting mod right here. It just enhances the lighting in the game. Now this is the first enhanced blood textures. It kind of was a bright red, but then the modder released a darker blood texture that makes it look a little bit more real. Now this mod just adds in a few Lord of the Rings weapons. This one, Better Magic, it kind of balances out magic, and when you get up higher levels of magic, you can get a little bit more effects out of it. It's pretty neat if you do play a completely magic role in the game. It is quite nice. I have seen it makes magic really fun to play. Because it was kind of hard for me to pick up when I played the vanilla game, back on 360. It's kind of just like they put in magic. Like, okay, this is a fantasy game, we gotta put in magic. But it was kind of hard to get into because these low level spells were kind of weak, and you kind of ran out. Um, so you kind of had to end up more relying on blades of weapons. Blades of weapons became more powerful, more faster than magic. But when I finally did sit down and actually play through a magic character, it was pretty neat. So this does make it a little. This makes it so much better. I do recommend this mod completely if you play a full mage character. Now, this mod, it's just a mod that adds in these things called bandoliers, my bad, pouches and bags. To me, it kind of adds a little bit more immersiveness because you can add in like a little pouch. Like, say you're playing a thief, you can have poison vials on your sides and stuff, and it makes it look pretty neat. Like, a thief or an assassin character would carry around poison, and it makes it look like you're actually carrying poison instead of you have the poison in your inventory. Yeah, so what? It adds to the build of the character, like the appearance of the character. In mages, you can build certain book. You can have a scroll holder on your side or a book holder on one of your sides. You can also build the satchel that you see in the game, where some outfits actually have it on there, but this one you can build it, or you can craft it and add it to any type of build with any type of character, not having to worry about what you have on. And this is just another graphic overhaul. And as a custom follower, you might or might not see her in this gameplay. Another more kill moves mod. This one, it just adds a little bit more blood textures. Immersive citizens. This one just makes the citizens act a little bit more realistic in the game. Like, you'll see them have a lot more conversations. This one just adds a water texture to the game. It's pretty neat. Now, this one is one of those that adds in a different face for NPC females. This one adds in natural eyes for all the NPCs and your character. It makes the eyes look a little bit more realistic. Fall Scar, that is the quest mod that I was telling you about. This thing could go on as DLC. I am telling you guys, this is an amazing mod. Absolutely fantastic. Even though I didn't get to finish it the first time I played it, you guys will see me finish it in this series. So we'll be finishing it together. I'm super excited about it because I'll finally be able to finish it, and I'll be able to put it on YouTube as well. So I highly recommend this mod. It is fantastic. It's got some pretty professional work done to it. They have their own soundtrack. They have their own voice actors that are a little bit on the professional side and a little unprofessional. But it's absolutely beautiful. It adds a whole new world space in the Skyrim. For example, like Raven Rock, when they came out with Dragonborn, it was a new world space. You can go to a different part of the map. This is a different part of the map. And let me tell you, they did such a good job on that mod. Absolutely fantastic, and recommend. Now, this is just self-explanatory. It's a cheat room for one of my characters, and for all the characters, so that way if I'm just playing around, I can go in and get something. This just adds different hairstyles to the game. It kind of goes along with the natural and the seraphim body. Like I said, it is a seraphim body replacer for your character and all the NPC females in the game. Apocalypse Magic of Skyrim. This is absolutely amazing mod. This adds a lot more magic into the game. That counts for spells. This counts for scrolls, and it adds in a ton of different magic spells. Like they've added a telekinesis spell, and they've added a whole bunch of new spells that are absolutely amazing, and you'll see those along the way. Hopefully, you'll see. I will showcase one of these eventually, because going over some of the magic, I will switch to another character that I do have for a magic character. But at first, you guys will see this first character. I'll plan on making it a mainly melee kind of ranger character where I'll use bows and melee. And probably eventually just kind of go into the magic so that way you guys can see it. Yeah, that's what I'll do. And now this just adds different mage armors to the game that are black colored. It's pretty neat. It's kind of cool. This is a different add-on for the Seraphim female body replacer. This just adds to where the merchants don't have as much gold. Like the merchants will start out with a kind of a low count of gold, like about 1,000 gold. This one just makes it to where all merchants have 10,000 gold. So that way you're not buying stuff or selling stuff and they run out of money, and you don't get the money for the items that you're selling. So that's pretty neat. It's helpful, and it doesn't really run out of the immersiveness. I won't go into that. I haven't really used that much, so I haven't really done Hearthfire yet. So this is just like one of the unofficial patches that they've done. They've done this for Fallout 4, and there's not much really. They just kind of do some patches on the game. So now this is pretty neat. This has face mask of Skyrim. I understand where they got the texture from. They got it from the Dragonborn Chitin mask. That's where the mask came from. That's where the style came from, and they just made it to where you can make the face mask itself and apply it to like a few different colors and put it on your character. It's pretty neat. It adds into like an assassin build or a thief build, so it's pretty neat. I've used it on quite a bit of my characters. Now this is a mod you'll see at the very beginning when I make my character. This is an alternate start mod. If you've played Fallout 4, you kind of know what these are if you have them. And what it does is it kind of gives you a different part of the game. Like you can play through the game or start the game like the vanilla game has it, or you can spawn in as a vampire, or spawn in as already in a guild, or going along the lines of that. I'll go more into this mod as I'm playing because it's the first thing I have to do, and it's very surprisingly lore friendly to this game. And they did this one really well. Unlike the one I use on Fallout 4, it's really neat, and it adds a different kind of playstyle to the game, depending on what you choose. But it's not as lore friendly as this one is, so I'm really appreciative of this one. So that's all the mods that are in my library currently. So hopefully the one that I updated, I had enough space for. Because it was quite big, and I have a problem with space. I wish I would have added more than just 5 gigabytes. Yeah, I had enough space. Awesome. So let's go ahead and get into it, guys. I don't know how long I have been recording. Hopefully not too long, but I'm gonna go ahead and build the character. I know this thing's got to reload because the load order changed. It'll take a little minute. But like I'm saying, I'm extremely excited about this series. I really hope that I can prolong this. It's taking a little bit longer than usual, but go ahead. Like, if you guys like this series, feel free to leave comments about what I should do in the future, or any suggestions of series that I should do. Because right now, I really do apologize for the lack of content on my channel. It's because every time I say I'm going to have content, some personal thing shows up and I'm not able to record that day. So I'm really trying to give you guys more content. So luckily today I'm finally being able to do a recording. So let's go ahead and jump right into this character. Go ahead and make the character. And I think after I build the character, I'll end the first episode there. So yeah, let's go ahead and make this character. Absolutely love Skyrim music. The soundtrack for this game is amazing. Alright, here it is. So I'm going to go ahead, so you guys get a full look at the Seraphim. I'm going to make a female character. Give it a minute. So let's see. I'm going to start with that preset. Let's turn the weight down because it does increase the bust size of these females. So I'm going to give it about average, well, a little bit more than average. But okay, I'm going to go ahead and just make a Nord. Alright. Let's see, yeah. And the Seraphim, or one of the mods, I don't exactly remember. It could be the Seraphim. It adds a little bit of different war paints to the female characters. And then you'll get to a point where you see like some of the base ones, like that. So it kind of changes some of the face paints, and it looks pretty neat, like depending on the character you're gonna make. Like if I make a Nord character that's gonna be like two-handed, generally I'll use that, and so I'll go ahead and use that on this character as well. Let's see, what color do I want? I'm gonna make it red. So I'm pretty satisfied with the way her face looks, so let's just go jump right onto the eyes. So the eye color, as you can see, kind of changes the way the eyes look in the game, kind of gives it a more realistic look to it. Absolutely love these character mods, because it gives it a different look than the base game. Obviously a drastic difference from the vanilla look, and I really absolutely like this mod. I have run into a few issues that I fixed, with it all had to do with load order. Like if you have it in the incorrect load order or something below it or something, you'll find it has to do with the load order, but you'll see some of the character or the NPCs in the game, their face will look untextured, but you can tell that it has the structure of the Seraphim, or the face enhancers. So you just gotta play around with your load order until that goes away. So if it shows up, then I'll obviously I haven't added any new mods, so hopefully it won't do that or show up in this series. But then if it does show up in this series, I can show you guys what to do to get rid of it. So let's stop wasting time and go ahead and just build this character. I like that. Hold on. Alright. So let's get in the hair. Now look, this you still have all the vanilla hairstyles in the game. Along with but it also adds in those Karos Hairlight mod, which is they are a lot more enhanced. Kind of adds a little bit difference. There's not that many, but it still adds just quite a few different looks to the game. So like long hair, short hair types, ponytail types. It's pretty neat. Does add to the enhanced female body and face enhanced type deal. So I'm just gonna leave it with this ponytail. That looks pretty nice. And I can show you some of these hair colors. Some of them are pretty drastic, and some of them actually look pretty. You can get away with it. Like that one is obviously extremely red. Like that's a really deep blue. You can almost tell that it's black. Like that's the jet black. And that you get some of the ones that are not as drastic, but kind of push the boundaries. But I really like this because it does give me a different kind of feel when I build a different character. For example, if I build a mage character, like if you can actually build a mage that's specific. Like if you want to have a fire, like a fire mage specifically, you can make the hair color like red or orange or the blonde. Like for example, this orange, and make the character look a little bit more centered on fire. For like ice, you can do one of these blues, like one of the light blues. Like the one I used was this one or that one. So excuse my cat, it is extremely loud. So I'm just gonna give it a more natural hair color here. Go back to one of the reds. I like the way that red looked. I think I just passed it. Yeah, that's the one I'll use. So done. We'll just name this character mod series. We don't have to give her a true name, just so I can. So that way we can just go ahead and go through here. Name's not really that significant. So as you can see, it starts this mod called a second chance, and it makes it to where you kind of, okay, this is for the Showblood Castle, so it just adds in. You're not able to use those loyalty coins yet. In one of his future updates, he will add it to where you can add in, or you can use it to buy certain upgrades for the castle, and the modder is currently working on that. So let's go ahead and look at this.
Approach, my child, and choose where your new life shall begin.
Now this thing is completely voice acted, which I love. It adds a complete immersiveness to the game. They really do a extremely good job on this alternate start mod, because it's so well done to me. Like, the voice acting for the statue is great. The options there's not as many options, but there's some that are race specific. There's also some out there, there's ones that are race specific, and the whole beginning of this is so immersive to me, and it doesn't take away from the lore of the game. So this one, like for example, for Norwich, this one you can arrive aboard a ship, own property in one of the holds, become a new member of a guild, a patron at a local inn, a soldier in the army. So that one you can choose whether or not you want to be the Imperials or the Stormcloaks really early. You can do the vanilla start. You can even escape the cell, which is extremely hard. I've done it. You can be an outlaw in the wilds, a vigilant of Stendar, camping in the woods, shipwrecked off the coast, a vampire in a secluded lair, necromancer in a secret location, a warlock's thrall, attacked and left for dead, Eric the Slayer's childhood friend, or you can just pick a surprise me. So in this one, I'm gonna just go ahead and do the I got caught crossing the border illegally. Well, actually, yeah, I'll do the crossing the border illegally.
Such is the strange and twisted hand of fate.
Alright, so after you pick your start, whichever one it be, you come over to this bed in the back corner and sleep in it. Unless you pick the one that I want to escape this cell, you open the door with a lockpick and you get out of there and get wrecked by some ghost. Because I did, because it doesn't give you much weapons, and those ghosts are pretty powerful, because you're like level 0, essentially. I don't plan on going ahead and going to the cheat room to make the character, give it the build, so I'm just going to play through like it's a normal game. But now, you can see, with the beginning of the game, you'll be able to see the enhanced textures, so I'm going to go ahead and play at least to the point where I'm able to get out of Helgen. So I'll just play through the introduction and then I'll end the first episode, because I'm not sure how long I've been recording. I haven't been watching my time, so hopefully I haven't been running up on I have been running on 30 minutes, so I will definitely play for a little bit longer. So as you can see, you can already see a little bit difference with the characters here.
Finally awake. You were trying to cross the border, right?
Sure.
Walked right into that Imperial ambush, same as us, and that thief over there.
He looks really sunburnt with that hairstyle.
Skyrim was fine until you came along. Empire was nice and lazy. They had been looking for you. The horse had been halfway to Hammerfell. You there, you and me. We shouldn't be here. It's these Stormcloaks the Empire wants.
We're all brothers and sisters in binds now, thief.
Are we now?
Shut up back there.
What's wrong with him, huh?
Watch your tongue. Speaking to
No,
all
I
soldiers.
completely respect Bethesda because of this. This is probably one of the best decisions they've made, in my opinion, to bring Skyrim as a definitive edition. It was great. It brings in that nostalgia, and now I don't have to go and turn my 360 back on to play Skyrim. And then, of course, they support mods, so that brings a whole new feel to this game, and it absolutely is amazing.
What village are you from, horse thief?
Now, as you can see, you can actually start to see some of the enhanced mods that I've put on here, like the lighting is a lot different, and some of the textures are a lot different for the bush, or for the shrubbery and fauna in the game. It's always a little bit laggy in the first part of this game. I don't know why. Even in the vanilla base game, it's always done. I can't really handle these carriages, but
Look at him. General Tullius, the military governor. And it looks like the Dalmor are with him. Damn elves.
so
I bet they have
hopefully you guys give me a direction. If you guys end up commenting like, hey, I want you to join this guild, or hey, I want you to join the Stormcloaks, or hey, I want you to join the Imperials. I want you guys to kind of take this into the direction you guys want this to go.
sweet on a curl.
So,
Wonder if Vilod is still making that mead with
but essentially,
ginger
I'm
berries.
definitely just gonna go and play through the main campaign,
When I was a boy,
so that way I can play through it with mods. So you guys can see some of the other mods that I have along the way. For example, the meditation mod with the Parthenox. And so that way you can just kind of see what kind of stuff I've had, and some of the armor you'll see along the way, and those weapon mods that I've had you'll see along the way. Because for the Lord of the Rings mod, you have to go to the Moonforge, which is on the way up the 1,000 steps to get up to High Hrothgar. So I won't be showing that off in game until I get up to that point. So
keep the gods waiting for us.
shouldn't keep the gods waiting for us.
Face your death with some courage, thief.
You've got to tell them we weren't with you.
So as you can see right there, the Imperial Captain, you can see that's the Seraphim armor replacer. It doesn't do this for all of the armors. For example, I believe that the Daedric armor doesn't do it, Dwarven armor doesn't do it, and Dragonbone doesn't do it. But all of the Dragonborn armors do it. And again, it gives it the feel, like it makes it to where it fits the Seraphim body.
I'm not a rebel. You can't.
So it does it for most of the armors, but not absolutely all of them, and that's okay to me. As you can see, it kind of gives it a little different look for the female characters,
Wait. You there.
and I like it. It's a little bit skimpy, but and over-sexualized, but
Who are
it
you?
still looks pretty nice. So
You
it will
picked a
skip
bad
this
time to
part,
come home to Skyrim, Kinsman.
because generally in the vanilla game, you know, right there is when you do it, but the alternate start mod, you make your character in the beginning, and then you pick your start. So
By your
yeah.
orders, Captain. I'm sorry. At least you'll die here, in your homeland.
So you think,
Follow the
lad?
captain, prisoner.
I will follow that all day. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. Okay. And as you can see, it does it for some of the, like, just the clothing. It doesn't just do it for armor either. It does it for clothing as well. For example, that, you know, that's one of the robes in the game, and it also does the Seraphim body replacer on those as well.
You started this war, plunged Skyrim into chaos, and now the Empire is going to put you down and restore the peace.
Oh my god.
It's nothing. Carry on.
It's your worst nightmare. Don't carry on.
Give them their last rites. As we commend your souls to
This
Assyria's
is going to be one of my longest videos to date. So, but it is my first episode, so I feel a little bit better about it being longer. So, oof.
I haven't got a warning.
Oh, come on, hurry up.
My ancestors
We're gonna see a beheading.
Imperials. Can you say the same?
Warning, mature content ahead. That is such a sweet axe.
You Imperial bastards!
Justice.
As fearless in death as he was in life.
Next, the Nord and the Rags.
That's me.
Here it is again. Did you hear that?
No.
Said, next, prisoner.
To the block, prisoner. Nice and easy.
Sure. Aren't we all ecstatic about getting our heads cut off? Oh, I mean, I'm the only one apparently. But nope. Gotta be saved by the dragon. See, that is such a sweet axe. What a nice axe you have there, sir.
What do you see?
Oh. Oh my gosh. It doesn't. Well, there it goes. It freezes for a second before it lets you move around. It did that in the vanilla game as well. Man, I wish you could get his stuff. There's actually a mod out there that allows you to get that armor, or craft the armor, but I don't have enough space for it, because they don't have enough space.
What is that thing? Could the legends be
true?
Legends don't burn down villages.
Oh, I forgot about you. Whoops.
We need to move.
Alright, I'm just gonna come up the stairs. I ain't gotta wait on them. I'm gonna try and rush through this. That's a dragon. Hello, dragon. How are you today? Let's go ahead and get out of here. Do that hardcore parkour. Get out of here. Run a little bit. Get intersected by a dragon. That was a waste of flames, man. That dude was already dead. Come on. Overkill. Alright, let's get out of here. You're about to die. I'm sorry. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oof. My tail was about to die. You're hurt. Because it has wings, man. Alright, so I'm gonna come this way. Out of my way. And I didn't even, whoops. Alright. That works. The loading screens. The loading screens of Skyrim. They're actually not as bad in this one as they are in the vanilla game from 360. A little bit better on this one. So it begins. This would be a great place to end it, but I want to escape. Gah, that music.
We're the only ones who made it. That thing was a dragon, no doubt. Just like the children's stories and the legends. The harbingers of the end times. We better get moving.
Forgotten how great
Come
this
here.
story
Let
is.
me see if I can
Man.
get those bindings off.
Thank you, please. And we're gonna go ahead. Oh, okay, come
May
on.
as well take Gunyor's skier. He won't be.
Alright, so let's go ahead and take this. Put the foot wraps in there. Go ahead and equip this armor so that way you can see firsthand, or at the first.
Armor on and give that axe.
So let's give this in third person.
See if I can find some way
So this is what it looks like, or this is what it does to the Stormcloak armor, or any kind of guard's armor, because those are the same, pretty much, just different colors. To the females, it's pretty neat.
No way to open this from our side.
But yeah, they do make the character look absolutely ripped. Like her arms are mega ripped. Let's waylay on this captain. Do I want this? Yeah, let's go ahead and take it. Oh yes. Now that is why I like that move, because originally you would have to like rank your one-handed up like quite a bit to get that. And there's an example of one of those pouches, or from the Bandoliers mod. So, and that's also one from the smithing overhaul mod. It's an iron dagger, but it's in the fashion of an ebony dagger, and they call it a Dunmary dagger. They changed the names of some of the stuff, and it looks really nice. So let me go ahead and equip this heavy armor here. Drop this. I don't need all this mess right here. The heck? I want to put it on. Thank you. Imperial sword. Alright. So let's see. Where's the... As you can see, there's the pouch right there on my thigh, on my right thigh. It looks pretty neat, and it adds a certain immersiveness to the game. Absolutely love it. Makes it really cool. Brings the armor together. Now let's go through here. Let's waylay. Dun-dun-dun. Dun-dun-dun-dun. That is just so satisfying.
Just a scratch.
Now this guy's actually got a bandolier on. I'm gonna take that. Wow, it's the first Imperial I've ever seen with the actual shoulder pad bandolier. Wow, gonna take that.
See? Can't find any potions. Need them.
That looks, see, as you can see, this is what it looks like when you have a bandolier on. I mean, obviously it doesn't mesh exactly to the female body. As you can see, there's space there. But for the most part, it looks really good and gives a certain immersiveness to the game. And I actually quite like it. So, let's go ahead and take all that. Get out of here.
Done?
Trying to quick run through here. I know most of the viewers on here should have already know how to play Skyrim. But for those of you who've never played Skyrim, I apologize for going so quickly. Oh yes, every day, all day. Oh wow, we can actually get it off of her now, or the person. Let me take that. I like the hood look. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I like it. I like it.
Looks like there's something in page.
It's a dead mage.
That's
Let's go ahead and lockpick this door. I swear if I do the okay. That would have been very sad.
open with some picks. Might need that gold.
I'm gonna just take all of that, so we'll use it later.
Anything useful, and let's go.
Let's get out of here. So what I plan on doing, actually, now that I have the time and it's not really actiony at the moment, I do plan on making one more episode of this before moving back to a Battlefield episode. And I plan on doing 2 episodes of a series and then before I switch to another series. So that way I can have some diversity on my channel. Get that first person decapitation look. Let's see. See, Daedric arrows, but they have iron. This is an iron bow that looks elven. So I'm going to take that. This one has a glass bow made of iron. Is what it looks like. Boom, another decapitation. There's a lot of decapitations. Wishing it would do a little bit more. This guy has an iron bow of that looks ebony. Okay, let's loot these guys of their arrows. Oh, and another thing I forgot about the bandolier mod. Depending on what you have, it actually increases your carrying capacity in the game. So it actually has a bit of functionality right there. So I'm gonna just keep the one I have. Go ahead and get out of here as fast as I can. Let me equip the iron bow. As you can see, it makes all the iron have the iron, but it also has like a copper secondary tone to it, and it makes it look cool. Like the basic iron armor looks pretty it looks a lot different now because of this mod, and it makes it look, to me it looks really cool. I did like the base one where it's like that dark gunmetal gray color a little bit more than this mod does it, but for the ooh, okay, not today. Right in the face. Alright, let's bring these big ones out. I use this tactic all the time, where I'll get them out and I'll just back up. Oh yes. Satisfying. I don't like these. Hey. In the side of the face. Nice. Alright, so let's go ahead and loot. Hopefully get some arrows back. Nope. 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 Oh, there's one. Alright, so let's go ahead and kind of rushing through here. I know there's you're really supposed to follow that guy, but yeah, not happening. There's the cave bear. Going to attempt to take him out. And I failed. Wow. Missed. Oh shit. Whoops. Oh god, he's coming for me. Let's I'm level 1. This is not gonna end well. Oh shit. Oh. I take that back. Gonna take that. Sell the bear. Or use it for leather stuff, so yeah, so as I carry through, I'm just gonna end it as I exit the cave. So I'm not gonna really commentary much after this. So if you guys enjoyed the video, please leave a like, subscribe, comment in the section below where you kind of want to see this series to go. I'll look at it and definitely decide how this character, how I build a character from there. And I'll see you guys in the next episode, which will bring a lot more gameplay aspect to this. I know this first episode was more talking and showing of the mods, but kind of had to do that so you guys can know, hey, why is this not in the vanilla game that I have? Well, it's because it's a mod, and I'd like to show the mods out there. So if you guys see one that you like as I'm playing the series, you guys know what it is and where to get it. So hopefully by the second episode, I'll do it by the second episode. The second episode, I'll add in all of the links of the mods to it. So this first episode, I'm not gonna do it, but the second episode, I'll have the links to all the mods. Because this is Xbox One, so you're not all of them are on Nexus, but most of them are on the Nexus Skyrim website. So I'll try and add in the description or the link to it, because most of the time they'll add a link in their description. Some of the mods I have don't have the link to it, so I'll just add the name to the mod that I'm using. So if you guys like I said, I'm gonna end the video here. Like I said, if you guys like the video, just leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.